Connected. Channel switched. Channel switched.
And good day, or morning, or evening.
Afternoonish. Day is always the safest way to go. There you go. Your stream just got up to you. You've got about a 15-second delay here.
Yeah.
That's pretty normal.
Yeah, and I lost my chat again from the window.
Oh, that's all right. It's do you do the pop on and off like Delta does, or does it just pile up on there?
No, it just disappeared on OBS.
Okay. Ah, okay.
But let's get this started.
Hit it.
And back to logging.
Ep2, Brute. Ep2. Everybody's logging now. Here, have a cup of coffee on me.
Yummy.
So what's your logging strategy?
Just clearing these trees out to get the fields
Maximize your land.
bigger.
Yeah, I did that on my very first Gold Crest playthrough back in when they first released. It just seemed like a lot of land to be wasting on roads.
Yeah, but I hate the road layout in here because I want to keep the roads.
Oh, okay, okay.
So that's why I bought the ground modification mod.
Oh, the roller.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to be using that on mine too. I'm sort of redesigning the farm, adding buildings and all sorts of stuff. I'm not necessarily playing it financially sound, but you know, I'm continuing the process of mutating the farm and moving in for 3 years. So
Yeah.
I always tend to just whenever I'm going to commit whatever it is 100 hours to a game, it's like, well, might as well make myself at home. I wonder if we're going to be able to just update the what do you call it, the seasons mod when it comes up with version 1.1, and it'll just come across seamlessly.
I don't think.
Because the whole snow masking under placeable things is something that I'm really interested in.
Yeah, that's actually really good.
Yeah, because that way, like, you know, all of the stuff that I'm doing in terms of improving my farm, I'll be able to put in a different hay barn, I'll be able to put in all sorts of stuff, and it'll be masked and it'll be fine. Because that was a pain in the ass on Gold Crest Valley, was the snow inside my grain barn. Like,
Yeah.
cleaning that up just to be able to empty it was a huge pain in the ass. Looks like that little TTY trailer has made the rounds, eh?
Yep. And this is my version of it where I translated everything.
Oh, you did? Okay. Oh, you put it into English.
Yep, I couldn't
Good
stand
for
the
you.
German.
Oh, you should upload that on Dropbox or something so everybody can update their versions.
Yeah, I can.
Because I know I'm constantly having to teach people to speak German every time I give it to them. It's not the hardest thing. It's like right instead of right and light instead of left. It's like, okay, you're good there. Let's just keep moving. do a version with longer spikes so that people can really overload them and make them tippy?
Not actually longer. I'd make this like 30 or 60 centimeters wider.
Yeah. Did you change it so that the auto load is longer than 8 meters? Like, can you change it so that you could load 10 meters?
No, I haven't touched that at all.
Yeah. One of the things I did last night is, you know how the fast forward mod is 12,000 and Seasons recommends 6,000? I actually jumped into the Lua script and I updated that one so that it maxes out at 6,000 now.
Oh.
So now I can safely use the fast forward script when I'm zapping through the months. And it's a lot easier. It doesn't crash the game. Like if you're just testing a map and you just want to see what all the seasons look like, you can just hit Control R and fast forward at 6,000 throughout the days, and it doesn't crash you.
Is it 6,000? No. Is it 12,000 or is it 1,200?
Well, it's 12,000 if you just use the default fast forward mod. But anything over 6,000, and especially when you roll over seasons and growth patterns, Seasons doesn't like 12,000 at all. Like it'll crash. Like when it goes from summer to fall on 12,000, it just freezes up. It tells you we have to update the map to compensate for fast forwarding time, and then it just never comes out of that. So, but if you fast forward at 6,000, 6,000 is what they used for their overnight speed up. So it's natural to Seasons to use 6,000. It's great for map testing purposes. Like if you get a new map and you want to see, oh, where's the snow mask, where's this, where's that, how does this look? Are the trees okay and all that stuff? You could just load the map, hit the Control R button, and just zap through the year and say, okay, yeah, it works. Okay, that's good. Moving on.
Thank God for Courseplay.
Yeah, you're the only one who used that. I'm surprised. Like, I guess people don't like paying people to just do the karting.
Well, I need the second intelligent worker.
Yeah.
And that's the only intelligent guy that I know, beside of you. Yeah, about the intelligent. The 15-second stream delay.
Intelligent is a sliding scale. He's intelligent, it's just his aim is off. Maybe he needs glasses. What time is it where you are?
It's on the right upper corner.
Oh, okay. You got the real-time mod on there?
Yeah, only way I can keep track of my time.
Yeah. So 9 o'clock, baby's asleep?
Actually, no, it's on lap of my wife on the sofa.
There you go. Chilling out.
Yeah, the only hour I have the time to play.
That's great.
If no, like important things happen.
Yeah, like, you know, putting multi-terrain angle on maps and things like that.
Yeah. So you heard.
Good work on the PDA, man.
Thank you.
You cleaned that up really nice. It's actually quite. I just downloaded the map about 15 minutes ago, and I'm just walking through it now. And
yeah, actually, I'm not proud of it.
Why?
I'd like it to be kind of like this PDA is, like single colors and like smooth.
Right.
But I just didn't have time for it then.
Yeah,
I basically threw that together
the,
in like half an hour.
But the way you drew in the cell point and the gas station and stuff like that, and actually included sort of ground textures on it, it's a vast improvement. And the roads are actually visible on it now instead of just being weird smudges. So maybe the depth of it is a bit. I mean that's always something you can practice, right? And the relief of the mountains and the hills and stuff like that. That's the really nice stuff in a PDA. But that takes a lot of time and a lot of effort.
Yeah.
Like the fact that the mountains on the Goldcrest PDA actually have a shadow to them. Like very few people notice that it's actually got sort of a relief to it, but it's a really nice looking one.
The rocky part of the mountains are basically gray, not gray, darker green.
Yeah, well that's what but if you look at the map, it's basically set up that if it's on one side of the hill, it's more of a shadow for a westerly sun than it is a different texture. It's more of it's to add depth of field by adding shadows to the hills.
Yeah.
So it doesn't give you an idea of how high the mountain is. It just tells you, okay, this is a mountain and it casts a shadow in this direction. But yeah, even like in the woodlands, they didn't really add a whole lot in terms of brown and dark brown ground textures and stuff like that, which is fine for me. Well, not necessary. Got its own look.
It definitely has.
Well, I'm glad to see that old guy's getting help on the map to keep it progressing, that JP's taking over and expanding it out and stuff like that. It's very interesting. I like the new co-op. I love the new co-op building and the way he changed the sell point. Now the logs go to a separate place. The only suggestion I made to him in terms of logging is I want him to eliminate the automatic sell trigger. I think you should have to pull in, get in a crane, unload your logs. Like, I think logging should be more difficult because it's such a way to print money in this game. It's just like logging has turned into what the old silage was in FS17, right? And it's killing the game a little bit.
Yeah, you're basically right on there.
Yeah. You know, everybody used to hop on and just print money by filling the silage bunkers. And it's like, oh my god, that got boring after a while.
Well, it's actually the way I did my money on the first single-player game, Silage. But as of now, I know the logging is, I know it is better way, but I'm still against it. Like the heavy logging.
Oh, I think logging in itself is a fantastic way of playing the game. I think that the machinery, because I mean, if you just like to play with machines, which is the same as if you were, say, doing silage or poplars or whatever, it's got a very specific set of equipment. And I have nothing against that. Like people who are tree farmers and all that stuff and who have plantations, I think it's a great thing to include in the game as a crop. But for me, logging is still mostly about homesteading. It's about growing fields. It's about breaking new land and stuff like that. So, I mean, that's how I've always used it. And it works pretty good that way.
Yeah, I have the kind of the same principle.
Yeah.
I love the logging when it's done right, like 2 joysticks and a head tracking, but I can't do it on a larger scale on the keyboard and mouse.
Yeah. I still haven't connected my joystick. I'm getting really good with the mouse, so I'm just going with that. The only time I kind of I wish I had a joystick is when I'm doing telehandler work, or when I'm using the Kramer, because I only have 2 axes, so I can only do tip and lift. But if I have to do extend, I have to stop my motion to do the extend.
Yeah, I know.
I'd like to have that third rotation axis or whatever it is to be able to extend while you're tipping and lifting, and it would just make it so much fluid, right? Like when I learned to operate a backhoe, I learned to operate from a guy named Philippe, and what he did was he told me it's like the more axes you can move in a single flow, the better you become at things. Like it's really about that objective is to add axes to time to reduce wastage. And that's when you become efficient. If you can lift and pull and dump at the same time, you can do all sorts of wonderful things with a backhoe. But back in the day when I first learned it, it was all on individual hydraulic handles. Like I had 4 handles in each hand kind of thing, so it was harder to do. But at one point I got into I think it was a JCB actually, and it had 2 big joysticks, one on either side, and gave you basically 4 axes on your hydraulics, plus a rotation axis for the, I think it was, the rotation axis was a rotation on the head, and man, could you ever just dig the hell out of anything with that thing.
I can visualize that, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, most of the stuff that I did was, you know, just digging and just looking for electric cables and stuff like that because we were building roads. But it was still an absolute joy to do that. Like if you had a day where you were cable hunting and stuff like that, it was fantastic.
Because I've been living on the farms of my grandfather for like a knee-high baby, and learned to drive tractors in there, as my weight was enough to press the clutch pedal in.
Yeah. The first year I did hay with my uncle. He had to strap. He used hose clamps, a big hose clamp, and he strapped wooden blocks to the pedals so that I could reach them. Because all I had to do was drive in a straight line while the balers threw bales onto the trailer. All I had to do was maintain a speed, right? But it was like I couldn't reach the pedals yet, so it was like he just gave me a clutch pedal and a throttle pedal, and then that was it. It's like, don't worry about the brake, just let off the gas.
That would have been sight to see.
Yeah. And after a while, he taught me how to use the hand throttle on it, so you could just set a slow speed, and you could just load and load and load and load and load.
Yeah, I used that when I was picking rocks when I was little.
Yeah.
Small gear in the gearbox and hand throttle just a bit, so it crawls forward and then run around picking rocks on the front bucket.
That's it. I wish you could still do that. I wish you could hop out of the tractor with the cruise control on 1 kilometer to go pick up bales, right? So you set it up, you put it on the whatever GPS or whatever, you set the hand throttle, you jump out, and then you walk along the side and throw the hay bales into the trailer. Maybe with the transmission mod you can do that. I don't know.
I don't know.
You're still on day 1, eh? You're still
Yeah, I had to restart, so yes I am.
So you restarted because you were on 9-day seasons too? You forgot to reset your seasons? Yeah. By the time I realized it, I was on day 7.
Oh, that sucked.
I woke up in the morning and I started recording and I sort of hopped on the thing and I go, well, everybody, welcome to the first day of summer. Oh, shit. And I looked up in the upper corner and it said day 7, late spring. And I was like, just shoot me.
Well, there goes the material.
Yeah. I guess I'm not getting a free DLC. Whoops. Moving on. Okay, let's just keep going.
Well, you just hammer on.
Yeah. I did a special episode that basically I said, okay, this is what I've got to do to fix it. I set it back to 6. I let the greenhouses go dead. I sold off anything that was profit during those 2 extra days it gives you, because when it sets you back to 6, it kicks you back 2 days. So I had to find a way to get rid of all my income for those 2 days and reset everything on day 1 of summer and come out at exactly the same point, or slightly worse. And I actually set myself back slightly worse as a penalty for having screwed up, and then just carried on, you know?
Yeah, I turned it on the day 3, and I basically lost 1,500 on the machine upkeep.
Yeah, that's it. Well, the good news is the way that I'm doing it is all small equipment, so machine upkeep is nothing for me. Keeping it cheap in the usual Mark way.
So, did you test the Valmet mod?
The which one?
The Valmet 602 and 502.
Oh, that's what I was going to do. Hang on a second, actually. You know what I'm going to do? Old guy wants me to do a promo video for his new map. So we know what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to do it with the Valmet.
Ooh. The front loader and in Mod Hub there's orange buckets matching colors.
That. Yeah, it's got its own stuff.
That bucket I'll show you on the stream.
Do you have it on yours?
There's the Pika Yames, the Valtra Valmet front loader. And these are the Lizard Universal buckets and bale spikes.
So what's the price of the Valmet?
It's like $5,000.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do actually?
There's Old and Rusty for $600, like off from the bucket, so it's $350.
Oh, you get to pay extra for Old and Rusty?
No, they pay $600 for you, so it only pays $350 for the bucket.
Oh, I'm totally getting that now. I'm moving to that. That's way too funny.
Yeah, that was my cow spill cleaning up tractor, the 502 with the bucket in the Gemain the raid.
Oh, really? Okay.
And then just take a barrel weight and match the colors. Just perfect.
Ah, perfect. Yeah, and then never clean the barrel weight.
Yeah.
Tractors. I'm on the I'm on the website, not on the actual. Actually, you know what else I should do is I should just do the in-game one. That's what I'll do.
If you have the OGF map now, check the outhouse, but do not put it on any videos. I don't know if the old guy did it, but if he did, there should be a surprise in there.
Oh yeah, the one in
by the lake.
Oh really? Eh? Okay, he probably did it.
I hope he did.
Hang on a second, I'll be right back. And I'm back.
Welcome back. I think you might be... I don't know if we have any other viewers in here. You might be the only one.
I don't, well, I don't know. For some reason, hang on, let me just refresh my page.
Because I think I see 3 viewers.
Well, it's you, me, and you see your page is not really loading. Oh, hang on a second. 2 viewers, yeah, just you and me.
Okay, so now it's 2.
There's a third
I
one.
jinxed it.
Somebody came in. We gotta stop talking about your banking information now.
There's nothing in there, so relax.
Your best security against internet fraud, be broke.
Yep.
Okay, so old guy farmer farm, throw it in the mod folder, and start up the game. I think I did download the vomit. I just don't think I did the front loaders.
The front loader comes with it, the Valtra front loader, but the buckets are in the in-game mod hub.
Oh.
So it's easiest to find in there.
In-game mod hub is probably under tools. Downloading. Ah, there they are. No front loader tools. Yep, there you go. Originally from Cock and Son. Okay, that sounds wrong in English, but whatever.
That Valmet modder, he's actually Finnish. Farmari.
Yeah. But I see. I always thought it was kind of a joke tractor. To
I can understand.
Because of what do you call it? My summer car.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize it was actually fully functional and actually kind of cool with a whole bunch of options on it. Like, do you think it's the guy from My Summer Car who created it for Farming Sim, or?
No idea.
No. What else is in here? Belt slug fork. Nope. Hate those. Gets pretty weird when you start forming pretty hard opinions about logging forks.
Yeah.
Alright, back that up. We just double check to make absolutely certain I have the Valmet installed, and Oh, I don't. What the hell?
I think I need a new roof on the farm shed.
It's a little leaky.
It might have some kind of a tree hole on it.
Let's go back here. While I'm here, let's go to... Is there a placeable set in here? Objects. I need a shed for my tractor. I need to be able to cover my manure pile. Okay. Downloading. How are we doing? There it goes. Okay. So what's your overall strategy, or do you want to say? Grow the field,
I don't know.
and you're gonna do standard agriculture, or are you going to go big into animals, or?
I was thinking about pigs.
Are you now?
But I'll get it when they're cheap. Not when they're like $6,000 each.
Yeah. So you just turn that giant backfield into a cornfield, and then you're going to need another field for canola, and you're going to need another field for grain.
Well,
And then you can
one of
buy
these are going to be like cereal and grain and corn, like 3 fields. Might buy third field also, like fourth field also.
Yeah.
I was thinking about like 19 or 16.
That makes sense. I think 19 is probably your best bet, and if you do, like, because you're gonna need a lot of corn, right? Corn is their
Yep.
base food, and then the other one is canola. You're gonna need because to buy it in is really expensive. 20,000 liters of canola is like 23,000 if you buy a silo of it. So
Yeah.
that's expensive. But the other one is wheat because you need the hay for the straw.
Or barley. Whichever has
Or barley,
the
yeah.
more like yield per hectare.
Yeah. If I could give you one recommendation in terms of generating income, is set aside time to do one mission per day.
Well, that doesn't help me now, because I'm really
Well,
busy at logging. So
yeah,
now I
but
cannot
I
do
would
it.
say, let me just say that if you go and you plant, you know how you can select what the mission is by clicking escape R, escape R, escape R?
Yeah.
Go up to field 5. Make sure you plant that one as potatoes because you're going to get $20,000 to plant potatoes and $60,000 to harvest potatoes. It's a
Doesn't the
big
time
harvest.
stop when
It
the...
does, yes. It doesn't stop, but it goes down to 1 time speed. So while you've got somebody working in a field doing plowing or something small, to give them extra time to finish the job, go do a mission. It slows down the time, it lets your hired helper work longer, and it helps you pay for the hired worker.
That's sneaky.
Well, it's not sneaky, it's game mechanics, right? That's how it works.
Yeah. Clever use of game mechanics.
Yes, yes. Well, time management, I call it.
That also.
Yeah. So if you've got a particularly large job, like if you set a worker seeding a field with a 2-meter seeder because it's cheaper, then buy yourself the time by doing a mission. Not only do you pay for your worker, but you can also pay for the seed and pay for the seeder that way.
And there goes the roof again.
There you go. It's okay, it's titanium. It's been made out of reused missile silo parts. Much like the cars. All depleted uranium cars.
I think they are adamantium.
Yeah, right. Did you put the loco mode on?
Yes. And if you watch the restart of the series,
yeah.
if you watch the restart of the series for the first like 15 minutes, you will see what happens when I put that in.
It adds a whole element of risk to the game that wasn't there on it originally. Like you tend to just tippy toe around the tracks, right? I mean, I got screwed because it was dark and I was focused on nuggets and I wasn't paying attention, but...
Well, let's just say that this is second time that I restarted the series.
Made a bit of a mess of things, did it?
Oh, a bit! I got everything stuck on everything.
What do you think is the fix to the Massey Cedars?
Ground modification mod.
It is, it's the ground response, right?
Yeah, that makes them hop.
So is there a way to grow the hitbox on the seeding trigger to just be able to stop that? Like if you made the actual hitbox on the seeder deeper?
I have no idea. I haven't.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. That's my thing. Is I love that cedar, but man, it looks ridiculous when it's going down the field and hopping along like crazy. But I feel like the new ground response mod is a bit crazy.
Well, it is and it isn't.
It shouldn't be quite so sharp. Like, I don't mind the tires sinking in and stuff like that, but the transition from seeded texture to cultivated texture is so harsh that even the old 688 just used to hop and bounce and just go mental on the transition. Like, you could pop a wheelie just coming out of the field when it hit the grass, you know? It was a bit much. I did really like it with the Valmet, though. The Valmet, because it has a really good suspension on it, it looked really good. But the case was horrible. Okay. Restart now. Yes, please. Where's the vomit? Vomit, 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 vomit. Say it like that, it sounds wrong.
Oh, hey, Mr. Voice.
Waja! We're hanging out in TeamSpeak if you want to come and save your fingers. They're kind of a private stream anyway. Just us monkeys in here.
Well, I think my streams are always private streams.
Yeah, pretty much. The way to be.
So, about on 20-25 minutes, and
Okay.
I'll have to call it.
Okay. Totally understand. New fatherhood. Priority number one.
Yeah, it's the like night feeding and sleepy
Yeah.
time.
That's it. You got to do your shift. The right thing to do. Share the load so nobody has a total freaking breakdown.
Yep.
Kind of a vulnerable time, right? There's a lot of hormones and pressure right now, so.
Yeah, don't even mention it.
No, I know. But I think it's kind of a known thing at this stage, right? It's like the good thing about it is that these days, I think
User joined your channel.
men understand that more than ever, and it's easier to deal with because at least you're aware of it. Before it used to just be, yeah, it's just crazy. It's like, no, it's not crazy. It's science, man. It's just this shit happens.
Hello, Mr. Voice.
Mr. Voice has got his microphone off. He's getting all set.
Clearing the throat and
Yeah, doing his vocal exercises.
mama.
Sibilance. If we didn't give each other a hard time, what kind of a group would this be, right?
Definitely.
Okay, let's just start with that, just for fun. I'm gonna need more mods, but
1500 bucks only for the running cost.
what have you still got? Do you still have your combine? No.
Mr. Voice doesn't have any permissions.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh shit, sorry, man. Let's make that happen then. Permissions. Hold on.
I don't have the power, so you have to do it.
Yeah. I'm the only one apparently, so I understand why we do this, but it's still permission overview and oh, that's not it. How did I do that in the past? Hang on. Change volume. Then mute. Wait, I did it the other day. I forget now how I did it. That channel permission and Waja and this one and okay. No, that's not it. Ah. How do I grant permissions? I did this the other day. I know I can. How do I do this? What if I do this? No. No, he's talking, but he's not allowed to. And what if I do... Huh. Hang on, let's try this.
User was moved out of your channel. User left your channel. User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
Okay, I can't figure out how to give him permissions.
Well, it worked another night.
Yeah, I know, but I forget now where it is. Like, is it on... Like... I feel like I've been... Like, I've got server admin, but I feel like I'm missing one icon beside my name. Like, maybe Delta changed something?
I don't know.
Normal? Permanent? What if I make you... This is crazy.
But call me, maybe.
Nice little musical tribute there. Huh. Hang on, Roger. I'm going to move you one more time.
User was moved out of your channel.
There's something. No, you've got something else going on, Roger, because I tried moving Roger even to the holding room, and your little no talk button came up. So there's something disconnected on your end. You got microphone disabled. So did you disable it at some point? Did you?
So it's not you, it's him.
Well, no, it probably is me actually, but it just because I moved him to the holding room. Like, let's see if he can turn. I'm going to move you to the holding room, Roger,
Yep.
and try to turn on your thingy.
User was moved out of your channel.
All right, now let's try to change him from up there. Grant talk powers. Okay, hang on a second here. You revoke grant power, talk grant power. Something changed there. Ah, see, I can't do it down here.
User was
I
moved
could
out of
grant
your
talk
channel.
powers up in the holding room, but I can't grant it down here.
Oh.
So I've just granted him talking power up there, but he's still showing his microphone off.
So he might have microphone off.
Yeah. Well, I've talked to Delta about that, because that doesn't seem right. Like, if I put him in farming simulator server, sorry, just moving him around randomly now.
Throwing him like ragdoll.
User was moved to your channel.
Yeah, sorry, Roger. I can only grant you talking powers in the holding room. Something must have changed in the settings on the server. We'll have to talk to Delta about that and clean it up. I don't know why you would be muted. You've always been fairly polite. I mean, you know, for the most part. So you're logging through the night? I guess you got to get it ready for plowing, right?
Yeah, as fast as possible. After that I can start skipping nights.
Yeah, yeah. All right, old guy.
So, about 5 or 10 minutes max.
Okay.
Trying to get these trees down and might stop there.
Good stuff.
User left your channel.
I downloaded the Lambo mod motocross bike. Whoa, it's wonky. Okay, the dirt bike's pretty cool, except it will not go up the mountain, so. Yes, it will.
Give it some gas.
I had to take a running start at it, but it did it. That's hilarious. Woohoo! Oh, it jumps nicely though. Whoa! No, it will not jump over the silo.
Evil Knievel in there.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright. That would be hilarious, actually. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get this bike, and I'm going to do a 30-second map tour.
Well, it's going to work with OGF maps.
Yeah.
Or that map.
Whoop-a-wee.
Just start at the pond and
Yeah.
run around the town and then fly up on the mountain.
Yep.
And just spin around in the air and say, here's this, the end.
And he's got one of those, and he's got one of those, and he's got one of those. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if the lights work. Oh, they don't. Okay. It is a motocross bike. It doesn't have lights. You said there was something weird at the outhouse. Let's just go check.
If there is something weird.
Hello?
Hello!
Oh, there you are.
Good, good.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. He kept coming up and saying my microphone was disconnected. And yet, funnily enough, it wasn't. I think it was TeamSpeak. When I came in, although I didn't notice anything, I don't think it came on properly or came over properly. And it was just blocking me.
Oh, okay.
You know what I did?
Well, you're just in for the last 3 cut.
Oh.
After
Nice.
that, it's a lot of picking and
Just cut
piling
it
of
really
dust.
well, mate. Just cut it really well. The final cut.
Sorry, Maddie. What were you? What am I looking for? Because the outhouse seems fine on mine.
Check inside of it. Deep inside.
I can't get in it.
Okay.
There's grass in it. That's kind of weird.
Well, I think he didn't add it then.
Okay.
How can I get my picture in channel groups like you have, Mark? I like the idea of that.
It is.
It
If you
is.
go under set avatar.
Oh,
Right
Cool.
click and set avatar.
of course it would be, wouldn't it? What a
Yeah,
donut.
it's okay.
Oh,
Just terminology.
terminology, yeah, all right.
Yeah, so this will be the end of this stream tonight.
Okay. Thanks for coming out to play, though.
Yeah,
Well,
thank you for joining in.
No
It was
worries.
very fun to speak with some intelligent life form.
You're overestimating intelligence. Wait a minute, what's this ramp doing here? There's a ramp in the middle of the farm.
This doesn't end well.
No, it doesn't. Not when I'm riding a motorcycle, it doesn't.
oh,
I need some speed now. Let's go! Yeah!
Well,
Good work.
Thank you, and see you tomorrow.
And good night.
good night. Are you going to be on?